Hey, what's up guys, it's Austin here, and in today's video I'm going to show you the top 10 snakes in my collection, but I'm not going to do it in any particular order. And I also want to show you this really cool new rack I got here. I got a 1070 rack. It's a 1065 with an extra level, and I just got that from Mutation Creation, so can't wait to go and fill it up. So before we get into this really cool video, huge shout out to Eden Morphs. Thank you so much for the really cool shirt. Love the color, and they're definitely not slacking on the back. Hashtag Team Austin. So thank you so much for the custom shirt, and let's get right into the top 10 video. So before we get into the top 10, I just want to show you that clutch, give you a little update on it. It's one where you hit the ivories and we didn't hit any freeways. And right here it is. And something cool that looks like we hit inside of it. Looks like the mom was actually a Hurricane, because this looks really much like a spot nose Hurricane yellow belly. And let me just show you the head. Very Hurricane-like. And then all the pattern along the side, as you can see. Just really wacky, and especially right over here we have those little bicep from the Hurricane. So really wacky, and there's actually a possibility of Hurricane being in the mom, so super stoked about that. This looks like an Orange Dream. Not too sure about the Hurricane in it, but it does have a really wacky pattern for Orange Dream. And the mom is an Orange Dream Hurricane Yellow Belly, Het for Pied. So all these are possible Het Pied, and the dad was a Het Clown, so they're all possible Het Clown too. So super cool. And then this right here is a male. So is the Orange Dream, and then both of these ivories are female, so super cool. I'm gonna hold them back. Both are possible Het Clown, Het Pied, Spot Nose, and Hurricane, and even Orange Dream. So definitely gonna be holding these females back, and fingers crossed that they prove out for me. Now let's go and get into the top 10. So here's a snake I hatched out not too long ago in a split clutch with me and Lord of Lion. It's an Enchi high intensity Orange Dream pied, and I really like what the Orange Dream did to it and brought in all these really nice orange colors, especially around the edge of the saddles. And then you have the Enchi, which brought all the pattern, just made all these really wacky looking marks inside the pattern. And the Enchi also brings the eye stripes all the way to the back, and in this case they're connected right behind the head. And then of course we have the Orange Dream head stamp right there. It's a little bit blushed out, but not looking the best right now. I don't have the best light in here, not like at the facility, so I'm definitely going to work on the light in here in the future, so stay tuned for that. But now let's go move on to the next snake. So by now, a lot of you would probably already know that I love Ultramel Gene, and right here is one of my favorite of them. This is either a blackhead or a Mojave Ultramel, but it's also yellow belly, so we have all that really nice flaming coming up from the belly. You just see that really nice orange band going all the way up to the dorsal, and then of course we have all the purple in here. And I do have a Mojave Ultramel, which I will be showing. She's not going to be in the top 10. I'll just show you her right after this, just to compare. But this looks a little bit different, especially with all the purples. And I don't think it's the yellow belly doing that, so I do hope that this proves out to be a blackhead. Fingers crossed. Comment down below what you think, Mojave or blackhead. But comment after seeing the Mojaves. Let's go and show her, or him, right now. So right here is my Mojave Ultramel, Het for Cryptic, and right away you can see that the colors are a lot different, and I've actually seen this guy grow up at Mutation Creation, and he never had purples like this, so I can't really say it's the yellow belly doing it. The pattern is a little bit off too. You have a little bit different pattern here, and I tend to see these more in blackhead, so fingers crossed that she proves out. And let's get back to the top 10 and show you that third snake. So we're just going to stick to the Ultramels, and right here I have a Fire Yellow Belly Cypress Ultramel, and this girl looks amazing. This and that last Mojave or Blackhead Ultramel were both pickups from Justin Kabilka, so thanks a lot for these really cool snakes. And this guy, or this girl, is just insane. We got all this really nice flaming coming up from the belly, and of course that's from the yellow belly, but then we have the blushing on the head from the Fire. And then of course the overall pattern is just the cypress, and cypresses tend to have this really nice dorsal going almost all the way down with a couple of breaks, and it just cleans up some of the pattern on the side, and you get these donut holes and just all this pattern connected together. This one kind of looks like a chameleon right there with its mouth open. Really cool. So let's go and move on to the next snake. So here's a snake that I produced back in 2019 that I love, and she has a really cool head stamp. This is an Enchi Firefly Blade, 100% Het for Clown, and that head is just super cool. Almost looks like there's a puzzle piece on it if we turn it the other way, but just looks super cool. And there's the little puzzle piece right there. This snake is extremely bright. That's because pastel and fire together, it's called a Firefly, and they just make the snake super bright. Then you have Enchi coming through, cleaning it up a lot, making those eye bands really wide and just banding the pattern over. It also reduced a lot of those alien heads and keyholes you have inside of the ball pythons. And then you also have Blade in here, which just made the head stamp that much more nicer, brightened it up a bit, and then of course it banded over a bit with the Enchi to make it look that much nicer. So we're gonna make some really cool clown combos with this. Hopefully I can get an ultra male clown to this in the future, but she's definitely gonna be breeding. Probably not this season, but definitely next season, so can't wait for that. So this next girl here is the Super Banana Clown Girl, and she looks amazing. She has a little bit of poop on her back, but she is going into shed right now, so her colors are definitely not looking their best. But Super Bananas are a little bit more pale than your average banana, so she doesn't have those yellow colors. She has more of a pink dorsal, and then she has these nice purple spots on the side. Almost looks like a leopard clown over here. That's just the Super Banana. It whacks out the pattern a little bit, even though it's more of a color pattern mutation. So now let's move on to the next snake. Right here is one of my favorite hatchlings from last year. This girl is a vanilla spot nose yellow belly clown, and I really like how this combo came together. I do have a male spot nose yellow belly clown, but when you add the vanilla, the oranges in the dorsal just pop that much more, and of course even the oranges coming up from the belly just look a little bit more rich, and we have that much less pixelation. It seems that the vanilla cleaned it up, and the vanilla just brightened the head up a little bit more in the top. I really like this combo. Anything with spot nose and yellow belly and clown, or even asphalt, looks really cool. And just one more time, I want to show you all this orange coming in from the tail. It's just super cool, and I just can't wait to get some more genes into this combo. So here's another one of my favorite hatchlings from last year. This is a pastel spot nose possible vanilla yellow belly clown girl, and this girl is just insane. So when you add the pastel in there, it takes away a lot of the oranges, but you really get all these nice yellow tones coming in, and of course you get that pastel head stamp, which gives you this little crown above the head. And I really like the spot nose, just blended it all the pattern towards the end. And then of course you get the yellow belly highlighting coming up from the belly, but it's not really that orange color anymore because the pastel, it's more peach. And this girl really wants to be the star of the show. That's a camera. And then basically, right over here we have some pink. It's just a super cool snake. I just can't wait to go and make some freeway clowns with this in the future. So this next guy right here is actually from a split pairing with me and Billy from Mutation Creation. And this is a no white dreamsicle. So there's almost no white on him except for this little ringer at the tail. But it is in fact a pied, and you can definitely tell that from the belly there. It's just this guy has the new gene in him, so really excited to get this worked into some of my lavender het pieds, and even maybe to my other dreamsicle I have. But I do have some other plans for her because I do not want to do just dreamsicle to dreamsicle. I do want to work some other genes into the dreamsicle project, and with that girl, that's definitely a good way to take her. But this guy just looks insane, and I just can't wait to see what I make with him. So here's a super cool pickup from early inside of 2020. I bought this as a fire yellow belly spot nose clown, but there's obviously something else going on in here. It's also possible orange dream and possible leopard, and with all the striping over here, I think it's pretty safe to say that it's going to prove out to be a leopard. Even with that head stamp, it doesn't just look like your typical spot nose head stamp. And if you were to go and Google a spot nose fire yellow belly clown, it's going to look a lot different than this. So fingers crossed that it can even prove out for Orange Dream too, because that would just be insane. So a lot of big plans for this guy. He's ready to breed right now, but I'm going to get him a little bit bigger just because I want him to breed into a few more females. So he's going to take a break this year, maybe in the end of the year, but definitely next year he's going to go see some ladies and do some really cool stuff for me. I know I said this top 10 was going to be in no particular order, but I did save this one to be number 10 because it kind of is my favorite, and that would be the Leopard Ghost Clown Possible Het Pied Male. And this guy just looks amazing. I love all the purple tones in the dorsal, and then you even have some orange breaking through there too, so it looks super cool. Then you have this yellow, almost earth tone on the sides, and then just purple dots all throughout with some nice orange highlighting. And he wants to cruise around right now. He's almost breeding size, already producing some sperm, so when he gets a little bit bigger, I'm going to try pairing him to a few females. Right now he could probably breed, but probably only to one because he's very small, but I don't want to risk him going off food, so I am definitely going to wait. But once again, I just love that head stamp on him. It looks really cool. And just this guy is insane. Just can't wait to go and see what I do in the future with him. And I do have an Enchi butter clown, het for ghost, who's almost a breeding size, so he's gonna definitely go to her. And I just can't wait to see all the cool ghost clowns I make from that. So here's a little bonus snake for you guys. This is a spot nose pastel yellow belly Enchi, 100% het for pied girl. And I really wanted to get Enchi into the spot nose pieds because spot nose pieds tend to be really high white and sometimes don't even have any pattern except for a little patch somewhere on the body. And of course Enchis are high pattern pieds, so I think the two will work really well together. And then we have pastel and yellow belly. Yellow belly looks amazing inside a pied, and pastel looks good inside of Enchi pieds, so I definitely don't think we can go wrong with that. And she definitely has some pet pied markers, a little ringer over here. It was a lot more apparent when she was a baby, but still looks super cool. And this is just one of those really cool combos I have in my collection. Right now she's around 1,000 grams, so hopefully she can pound a couple more rats and then get breeding later this year. So that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my top 10 and the bonus and even that little clutch I showed you. So I'm definitely going to do an update on the clutch when it comes out, even a blacklight video, so stay tuned for that. And that's going to be it. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.